Coming up on Torrance Today, the Torrance Fire Department returns home after helping to fight the largest fire in California this year. El Camino College has a special course to fill an employment gap and educate formerly incarcerated students. And celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month by dining out and admiring this one-of-a-kind artwork. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, September 20th. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. The two-week water restriction request from the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California is over. It actually ended yesterday as repairs on a major pipeline got completed sooner than expected. For the past 2 weeks, the MWD asked residents in portions of LA County to suspend outdoor watering while it was being fixed. The water suspension impacted 4 million LA County residents, including those right here in our city. Officials estimate customers in the affected area reduced water usage by about 30%. Staff worked around the clock to complete this project and thanked consumers who adapted to the no outdoor watering request. The pipeline brings water to Southern California from the Colorado River and serves as the state's main water source. Torrance firefighters are back home after helping to fight the biggest fire of the year in California. The Mosquito Fire continues to burn northeast of Sacramento and is less than 50% contained. The Torrance Fire Department sent crews there earlier this month, and they returned on Sunday after sharing some photos from the scene. They went through the burn zone to make sure all trees and brush were fully extinguished and prevented new fires. As of Sunday, about 3,700 residents returned home as evacuation orders got lifted. According to CAL FIRE, the containment doubled within a 36-hour period. While Sunday and Monday brought some rain and cool temperatures into the area, some evacuation orders still remain. At last check, the blaze burned 76,000 acres and is only 39% contained. Boot Barn opened a new location in Torrance recently, and city leaders and the Chamber of Commerce couldn't wait to celebrate.
Boot Barn has been a staple here for a long time, but it's really nice to have a brand new store. There's a lot of customers, a lot of new merchandise, and when you walk in, the smell of leather just kind of overtakes you, and it's just really nice.
It's the Boot Barn, so we're trying to dress appropriately when we can and come here and buy some hats, boots, and much more.
So we are a Western and workwear, so we sell anything from fashion to core. Plain and simple. I mean, the store is beautiful. You know, it's refreshing to the eye.
This new location is significantly larger than the last and offers services such as hat shaping, cleaning, and personalized boot fittings. The store is open Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The new location is at 19800 Hawthorne Boulevard. The Torrance Rose Float Association is holding another Restaurant for Roses fundraiser tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. You can visit Norm's on Hawthorne Boulevard. Show this flyer and 20% of the tabs will go towards supporting the Torrance Rose Float Association. The association is an important part of our community. Each year it brings a beautiful float to life, representing Torrance in the annual Tournament of Roses Parade, which is viewed around the world on New Year's Day. You can support the Torrance Rose Float Association in various ways. Visit torrancerosefloat.org to learn more. El Camino College has a new trucking class helping formerly incarcerated students find a new path to success. 10 students are now grateful for their second chance and are working towards a commercial truck driving license through a 10-week course offered by the college. The 170-hour truck driver Class A commercial license course is funded by Goodwill Southern California and provides a hands-on learning experience where they can actually drive a big rig. Instructors and staff members offer assistance and support all the way up through the job search process and the DMV exam. They say a unique partnership with community organizations made this class possible. ECC President and Superintendent Dr. Brenda Thames says the students are moving toward a bright new future through education, and she is proud to have them join the Warrior family. Well, it's Hispanic Heritage Month, and a local artist is doing her part to celebrate.
The significance of painting this bull is to celebrate and give an ode to the colors, symbols, and just vibes of our culture, to keep our traditions alive, to celebrate our roots. Not just our culture, but any culture. I think it's really important to preserve it. It's really important, not just to me, but I think to other Latinos, Hispanics, Mexicans, however you identify, because it helps us to feel seen. It's good to be heard. It's good to that other people are also embracing who we are and not just kind of putting us in the back burner, how I feel a lot of cultures have been for a very long time. So a lot of people are more open to celebrate, to understand, to want to know our history. And that's really cool.
Well, for El Chorrito, it's the time to celebrate the traditions, heritage, and contribution that Hispanic Americans have done for the company, for this country. For me personally, it's time to remember, the abuela times when I was in Guatemala, and remember the good old days. Chorrito paired with the Hispanic Scholarship Foundation to help and provide resources for students and their parents so they can achieve higher education. We celebrate all of our employees. It's the time to celebrate with employees that have been in the company for decades and the new employees that are learning our culture and the way we do things at El Chorrito.
El Torrito invites community members to dine in through mid-October and round up their bills when checking out. Proceeds will go towards the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated from September 15th to October 15th and recognizes the contributions of Hispanic Americans and the influence they have had on history and culture in the U.S. Gas prices are dropping throughout the country, but not so much at home. The average price per gallon nationally has steadily declined since June, but numbers show a consecutive 18-day rise in LA County. The current average is $5.46 per gallon, an increase of more than 19 cents over 18 days. The price is 5 cents higher than a week ago, 13 cents more than a month ago, and $1 more than a year ago. Analysts say the rising prices in California are a result of refinery issues. It is turnover season, which means refineries are often taken offline for inspection, resulting in tight supply with planned and unplanned maintenance. The best gas deals in our city are at Costco on Lomita at $4.83 and Arco AMPM on Artesia Boulevard at $4.89. You can find the best deals in your area by using the Gas Buddy app. Child privacy has been a big concern for parents, especially with social media, and now new state legislation is doing something about it. Bill AB 2273 was signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom late last week, aimed at protecting the data, privacy, and well-being of children using online platforms. The bill requires tech companies that provide online services to children to follow age-appropriate design code principles to keep children safe. Eventually, companies will have to submit a data protection impact assessment to the state's attorney general before offering new online services, products, or features that interest children. Governor Newsom said, quote, "We're taking aggressive action in California to protect the health and well-being of our kids." Facebook parent company Meta said it has concerns about some of the law's provisions, but shares state lawmakers' goal of keeping children safe online. This is the second groundbreaking online protection bill signed by Governor Newsom over the past week. The first requires social media companies to provide details on how and when they remove disturbing content, including hate speech. The number of migrant arrivals reported at the U.S.-Mexico border reached a record of more than 2 million so far this fiscal year. According to the latest Customs and Border Protection data, Border Patrol hit more than 2 million encounters so far after August numbers came in at more than 200,000 arrivals. In 2020, when the pandemic began, encounters at the border slowed, with only 460,000 that year. The number reached 1.7 million in fiscal year 2021, and the record of more than 2 million comes just 10 days before the official end of the fiscal year. CBP Commissioner Chris Magnus said failing communist regimes in Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Cuba are driving a new wave of migration, including the recent increase at the southern border. Health officials are showing concern over a shockingly low COVID-19 vaccine rate in America's youngest children. Less than 325,000 children between 6 months and 5 years of age are vaccinated against COVID-19 in the United States. Health officials worry the low rate may fuel transmission and carry risk of severe illness for our youngest population. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration authorized COVID-19 vaccines for children between 6 months and 5 back in June, roughly a year and a half after the first vaccines were made available. Health experts say we don't know what the next variant will be, and the vaccine will give children a chance to get ahead with a blueprint on how to fight it. To get your child vaccinated and boosted, visit myturn.ca.gov. UCLA was named the #1 public university in the country and the best college for military veterans. The spot was granted to the Bruins by U.S. News and World Report for the 5th straight year in a row. The ranking is attributed in part to the school's Veteran Resource Center that offers services for current student veterans, alumni, and veterans interested in attending UCLA. The university's Veteran Resource Center also offers services to veterans in the community. The rankings are based on 17 measures including graduation rates, student-to-faculty ratio, social mobility, and the school's academic reputation. 5 other UC campuses were among the top 10 public universities, including UC Berkeley, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, UC Irvine, and UC Davis. Well, still ahead, it's Teacher Tuesday. Have you ever thought about becoming a teacher? Now may be the perfect time. We'll explain when we come back in 60 seconds.
From the moment we met, it felt like we fit.
Thank you for showing me what unconditional love looks like.
We are better when we are together. My life feels complete with you in it. Oh.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Thank you.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Teacher Tuesday, we want to let you know about a unique opportunity to make a positive impact in our students' lives. The Torrance Unified School District is teaming up with Hawthorne and Lawndale to launch an innovative teacher residency program, and they're looking for diverse applicants who want to teach in their hometown, like these TUSD students turned teachers.
I went to Hickory Elementary, then Madrona Middle School, then Torrance High. I think as a Latina, it's important for me to show my students that regardless of your background, we all come with a wealth of experiences and knowledge, and I want my students to feel that individually, we're all heard, we're all seen in my classroom, and those differences of experiences allow to create such a rich classroom culture.
I went to Victor Elementary, then to Bertlin Middle, and then West High, where I currently teach. Part of my decision to come back was to come back and give back. I had a student reach out to me when she was in her second or third year at USC, and she thanked me because I was the only person of color that she had as an English instructor from elementary all the way through her, again, second or third year at college.
I went to Victor, Jefferson, and West. My mother's Caucasian and my father's Black. Having kids see that mixed races, you could be whatever you want to be, but also having the Caucasian students see that there's multiple kinds of people in the world, and it might counterbalance something that they see at home, or it just broadens everybody's horizon.
As a newcomer student at Magruder and North High, I don't remember seeing a Latina face in the staff. I think it's important that the students, specifically our English language learners, see themselves in our staff as well. So knowing that I am here as a staff member and I used to be an English language learner is really, really important for me.
During a one-year residency, you can earn a master's degree and a preliminary teaching credential. Teachers are especially needed in STEM, special education, and transitional kindergarten classes. Administrators say this is a great way to do something really meaningful while filling a huge need in our community. The application just came out this month and is due early November. A couple of information sessions will take place, the first one on Thursday, September 22nd. To learn more about the program and to apply, go to aldergse.edu/apply. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.